Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today, I'm going to walk you through a complete Azure Data Engineering pipeline project from dirty raw data sitting on your personal computer all the way to a clean, structured data stored securely in the Azure cloud. Let's get into the architecture first, and then I will show you the step-by-step build. Let's walk through the complete architecture of this project. It all begins with dirty data on my personal computer. Now, to move this data from my local machine to the Azure cloud, we use Azure Data Factory and specifically a self-hosted integration runtime. And the self-hosted integration runtime acts like a secure bridge between the on-premises environment and Azure. It's installed on my local PC and allows Data Factory to reach into my machine, grab the files, and move them to the cloud. Once the data pipeline in Data Factory starts, we have added an extra layer of reliability, and that is our logic app. And the logic app is triggered right after the pipeline runs. This logic app checks whether the pipeline succeeded or failed and sends an email notification with the result. That way, I will be instantly notified if something went wrong or if everything worked perfectly right. This is a great way to keep track of your pipeline runs without constantly monitoring the Azure portal. After the data is moved to Azure, it's stored in storage account inside a container named raw data. This is our staging area where we dump the incoming data as exactly as it arrived, and there are no transformations yet. Next, we bring in Azure Databricks to process and clean the data. And Databricks is a powerful analytics engine built on Apache Spark, and it's perfect for heavy data transformations, especially when working with large or messy data sets. But before Databricks can access the storage account, we need to set up a secure authentication. So we use Azure Key Vault to store sensitive information like storage account keys. Then once the Databricks reads the raw data in ADLS Gen2, we perform thorough cleaning in Databricks, removing nulls, fixing formats, filtering out invalid rows, standardizing values, standardizing column names, and basically everything. And then finally, the clean data is written back to the same Azure storage account, but this time into a different container called transform data. This is a real-world data pipeline, scalable, secure, and cloud-native. It combines the best of Azure's services and demonstrates how you can move, clean, and manage data efficiently from on-premises to cloud. Next, we will see the data we will be moving to Azure Cloud. This is the data we will move to Azure Cloud. Now, as you can see, this Excel file contains a list of the highest grossing concert tours of all time. But as you can see, it's far from clean. These special characters are scattered throughout the entire dataset, and the peak and all-time peak columns have irregular formatting. Some values include, like you can see, brackets here, and as well as the brackets are in actual gross too, and you can see the column names are irregular, and there are special characters in the columns too. And you can see the year field contains the special character, and here should be dash 2023 to 2024, and similarly 2008 to 2009, and there should be dashes in here. And overall, you can see that it is a pretty much dirty data that needs to be thoroughly cleaned. And this is the perfect example of dirty real world data that needs to be cleaned before it can be used for any kind of analysis on or reporting. I will provide the link of the dataset in the description. In the next part, we will move this data to Azure Cloud.